Hello, true duelists. My name is Craig Fee, and as always, welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Update. We start this week's update by once again asking you to help Yugipedia if you can. The site's absence is nothing short of a shame, and if you can help make the community to make it whole again, that would just be fantastic for a number of people, and especially me, because I fucking despise the WebP image file format. So if you could go to Yugipedia and help it out, you would make me personally happy, and then you get to be a hero. They've got a tool right on the website. It just looks at your cache for any data that you might have that can help recover what was lost. Please, I'm begging you, I'm going to break something. I hate WebPs so goddamn much. In competitive news, it was a big one this past weekend, with YCS Lima in Peru having taken place, giving us yet another look at the metagame. This 600-person event was given the glorious standard of coverage Konami provides for all Latin America events, pairings listed on the blog, and a winner. And not much else. No featured duels, no write-ups, nothing. No streams, nothing. Gotta love it. I'm not trying to be overly critical here, I'm just stating that Latin American YCSs and events aren't any less genuine or real than North American or European ones. I wouldn't mind being able to see what the metagame is wherever it is in the world. We're all playing under the same list, right? Please, Konami, please, not trying to be too mean or hard, just please cover them a little more. Anyways, this event followed weeks of diverse locals. So YCS Lima showed us that YCSs are no different, with the top 8 of the event having 7 separate decks. And the deck with 2 spots in the top 8, not the anticipated Kashtira, it was Sprite. Yeah, top 8 of the event consisted of the expected Kashtira and Labyrinth decks. It's this format, of course they're going to be there, as well as Naturia Runic, a Fluwanderese top 8, a Plunder Patrol with a Runic engine, a Salamangreat making it all the way to top 4, and the 2 sprites. Can you believe that? Can you believe that in a format where hand traps are becoming relevant and even critical in the draw the out discussion that is our format, that Salamangreat is a deck that would do well? I'm blown away. I suppose technically there's 2 Sprite and 2 Runic variants as well, but it's funnier for me to describe this as 7 unique decks and 2 sprites, you know? Either way, it was 2 very, very similar sprites. It's just me obfuscating the results to make you laugh when I say this, okay? Do your own research. I am provably an idiot. The actual genuine facts is that the finals was a Adventure Sprite Mirror, both running the Adventure engines, of course. Remember last week when I predicted that Branded would win the event for no particular reason? Me neither. Don't at me. Didn't even make top 8. Congrats go out to John Guerrero for winning the event, his 2nd YCS championship to date, and no small feat. So yeah, huge congrats to you, sir. This shows Sprite's continued strength, and I find it quite funny that everyone deemed that Tearlament would still be playable and good in the new format, and that Sprite's loss of health would be critical and make it almost unplayable. And now not only is Tear not shown up at like any YCS so far, Sprite won one of them. This all speaks to the wide range of diversity in the format, be that good or bad. Casual players tend to enjoy a diverse format for diversity's sake. A variety of duels is generally more interesting than the same duel 9 or 10 times. But when there are 7 decks to side for, it becomes much trickier to deck build optimally for it, at least in my humble, uneducated opinion. This, in my opinion, shows that there isn't really a best deck, at least there wasn't at this format. Cash, while good, has proven itself fragile, for a lack of a better term, and any controller stun deck will inevitably struggle to consistently win when there are so many blowout cards such as Lightning Storm and Feather Duster. And boy are they all legal. Not to mention tact thrust, that's the name. Thrust makes them a little more searchable. I think Thrust's a great old card. By old I mean new. Either way, it all makes for a very interesting format, whether you consider it a good or a bad one. And I'm curious to see what our next YCS is going to look like. And that'll be YCS's London, Los Angeles, and Bogota in Colombia, all taking place the same weekend of April 1st in the celebration of the 250th YCS. Can't wait to report on those because, good Christ, that'll be some long-ass coverage to try and fit into a video series I keep failing to make 12 minutes. And I'm going to cover at least one of them because, well, there's going to be a creator at all of them and there's going to be community stuff. It's going to be crazy, okay? Either way, I'm looking forward to it. And I'll tell you all about that next week, well, in a few weeks on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Update. In OCG news, it seems once again the OCG wins out over TCG patterns, namely because there are patterns to speak of, or something like that. I don't fully know what I'm saying here. I do know what I'm telling you, however, and you can figure out what the difference is between those two things on your own. Because on point, the OCG has announced the date of their next ban list. Yes, on March 26th of this year, they will be given the full list of changes that will then be taking effect on April 1st. So they're getting their full ban list and they're getting the full knowledge of it both on set dates that they are aware of. Can you imagine that level of transparency? We've devolved from no sooner than and a specific month being given to just in a few months. In a few months. What does that even mean? What is a few months in regard to what? There's been 252 months or so since this game got going in the TCG at all. So is 12 really only a few in the grand scheme? Just 12 months of this current format? Have I made it clear in the past that I'm exaggerating things for comedic effect? I don't know. Do I need to explicitly state that I am aware that 3 or 4 is just a few and that's the pursuit and that 12 is how clear I'm done with this. We're gonna move to the next segment now. This week has also had a continued stream of new cards revealed, from Evil and New Morelia to Unchained and Earth's Arctic, all of which I've covered in this week's new card reports. You can check those out here. And if you want to see one of the better rank 6th that this game is access to coming out in Duelist Nexus, or just for a change of pace, how about looking at Konami giving yet another archetype that's been lackluster a floodgate to try and bolster it? Does that sound refreshing? I sure hope it does, because that's what Earth's Arctic's fucking looking forward to. Give those a look if you're curious, but keep watching this video first, because watch time's important for the algorithm. Get it? Content creation. Fucking thanks, YouTube. In product news, first up, let's take a look at this. A brand new Lost Art for somehow an even less appropriate version of Trap Tricks to be bringing to locals. It's impressive. What can I say about this that hasn't already been said? Or that, better yet, can make this video hopefully better off than the comment section on my short I made about Trap Tricks, because that comment section's How about a joke that is hopefully that this is a joint operation by OTS Stores, Konami, and the Alphabet Boys to just compose a list of who needs to get got? Is that comedic? Or can I just steal this reply to the tweet announcing it, saying that we only spend $29.99 at OTS Stores now, not a penny more, because we ain't getting that shit. I don't need that in my collection. That was a good comment, and I felt like highlighting it. In some other news, Maze of Memories has officially dropped, and as such, the real prices are becoming known. Collector's Rare Baron in particular rocking a strong $200 or so, just a smidge-meter more than the $120 pre-order that was on Tier 0 games. Collector's Rares are obviously all pretty pricey. Song of Judgment currently rocks $80 in the Collector's Rare rarity, and Avramax in the same rarity for $75. Guardian Chimera, the last one I'll mention, is $70, and actually it's a lie because I'll also tell you Gate Guardian's $50. I don't know how much you care. Gate Guardian seems popular. So if you're a big fan of the bling, Baron is the pricey one. The Ultra Rare Baron is only going for about $45. Stardust Excel is going for about $20, and the likes of Guardian Chimera is only about $10 for the Ultra, which is all pretty good. And if you're wanting the Gate Guardian core, that's a couple bucks really. They're all going for about $1 a piece at most in regards to USD dollars and American prices and TCG Player. You'll love to see it. Affordable Gate Guardian. I also have tremendous news for fans of potatoes, as well as Mystic Tomato. Mystic Potato is very real and even goofier than I could have possibly thought. This is going to be an upcoming V-Jump promo in Japan, and as such, we here in the TCG have no certain date on when it is it'll be imported, because what a registered beautician this is. Matter of fact, the only thing we really know about this is that it helps build a board and has synergy with the original Mystic Tomato. So probably floating, or maybe when it summons it revives Tomato. Who knows? Who cares is a better question, because the art alone makes it more playable than the entirety of the Earth's Arctic deck. Shitting on Earth's Arctic this week. It's like some weird mix of the dirty bubble from SpongeBob and like that Forever Alone Trollface meme from Trollface Comics. It is beyond perfect. I have nothing more to say about it. I fucking love the tomato, and I would die for it. I said tomato instead of potato. Fucked up. In community news, for those interested, I appeared on the Pars Boss podcast this past week, talking about the deck I've been playing at locals a little bit, and also a bit of either or in regard to number monsters in the game. Some good old-fashioned fun overall. If you're curious, I'll throw a link to it in the description. I enjoyed it myself, and if by any chance you have something you'd like to collab on, feel free to shoot me a message on Twitter or whatever. There's a business email attached to this channel as well. If you're curious, I'll just throw that out there. Probably should collab more. Reach out myself, but whatever. Either way, I had fun. Go ahead and check that out if you're curious, and check out Pars Boss. They've got some good stuff. And yeah, this is an entire community news section specifically about me, because I'm a conceited ass, apparently. Whoops. More important to the community this past week was the community's own YouTuber and streamer man himself, Distant Coder, wrapping up his subathon, going for a solid 347 hours and earning himself a decent 16,501 subs over one 15-day period, even propelling himself to the most subscribed streamers list at the end of his subathon. No small feat, and a great thing to see. Just the Yu-Gi-Oh community can be up there and big, that this game is, you know, as big as it should be relative to the size of the big three card games, yada yada yada. So congrats to Coder for having earned the right to not having to care about the fact that the price of everything everywhere is only going up for Everio. Yeah, I'm jealous, but straight up, kid earned it. Good on him. So now it's time for me to try and earn stuff too. Let's see how well I can sell you on the LIFD magnetic display. A great way to support the channel, and an even better way to display your cards, be it a piece of art to replace the Mona Lisa culturally that is Mystic Potato, or maybe a used packet of ketchup from your local Arby's. If anyone's confused by you displaying such a thing, you just look them dead in the eye and tell them that they don't understand art. Whatever you'd like to put up, you can go ahead and get yourself a 15% discount by using promo code YGOStrats15 or by clicking the link in the description. Thanks as always to LIFD for the support, and thank you for watching. And so that'll wrap it up for this week's update. As always, I've been your host, Craig Fee, and make sure you subscribe to YGO Strats to impress your smokin' Italian wife, and so you too can be a true duelist. Oh, and for next week's update, I forgot that line from it. The wife that is Italian smoking. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Have day.